Margaret here. School is just around the corner. I can't believe it myself, and I'm sure you feel the same way. And if you have little ones, or if you yourself are returning to school, or even if you take a lunch to work every day, I hope this gives you some great ideas. Pampered Chef has a new bento box that has all kinds of possibilities. So I'm going to share some ideas with you today. One of them is I just posted a video here in this page, on this business page, where I made some homemade peanut butter yesterday in the Pampered Chef cooking blender. It takes about 2 minutes. And it's the best peanut butter ever. I swear, it's just peanuts. That's all it is. I store it in the refrigerator, and it's perfect spreading consistency. Just perfect. So delicious. When it's right out of the blender, it's super warm and pourable and perfect over the top of your favorite gooey chocolate cake. But today we're making peanut butter sandwiches. So this is some homemade strawberry jam from the cooking blender also. I actually made this last year, and we're still using, I made a few batches, still using it now. Anyway, okay you guys, so how many of you buy the Uncrustable little frozen sandwiches? I had a kid, one of mine, loved those. And then I got smart and, well actually I had one of these. He just wanted what all of his friends had, but as soon as I could make them at home, I think he was a little cooler than the rest. Or I'd like to think so anyway. This is one of those cut and seal sandwich makers, so you can make your own Uncrustable at home. So you're using ingredients, you know what is going in, you are customizing it to fit taste, and you get to use the bread that you want. Because I can't help but think that the ones that are frozen in the store are probably not the most nutritious. So I've got some hearty bread here. My kids wouldn't have eaten this seedy bread when they were that age, but that's what I have on hand. And so this will work with almost any kind of bread, you guys. And typically, I would buy the sandwich size, not these wide loaves, you know, these wide loaves here. But with the crusts and stuff, just go ahead and keep those. You can keep them in a bag, in a Ziploc, in the refrigerator, and when you've collected enough, just cut them into bite-sized pieces and make croutons with them. Or breadcrumbs, grind them up in your blender and make breadcrumbs. So none of it can go to waste. It'll go to waste. So anyway, let's just do this. This is called a scoop and spread. It's my favorite sandwich making tool. I love it. Hi, Chris. I love it because it's just it spreads super easy. It's got this serrated edge that cuts through sandwiches pretty easily, especially peanut butter. And then this is probably my favorite part though. This is silicone on the end, and it's kind of like a spoon, and this is long, so it gets to the bottom of the mayonnaise jar, bottom of the peanut butter jar, whatever jar you need it to. So I love the scoop and spread for making sandwiches. So I'm making a peanut butter sandwich, Chris, Uncrustable. This is gonna cut off the crust. So I'm adding some, see, it's just perfectly spreadable. I don't know if you buy any nut butters and keep them in the refrigerator. Some of them are just difficult to spread once you have put them in the fridge, but many of them stay fresh in the fridge. Also, I always have put my peanut butter on 2 sides, and it keeps the jelly from seeping into the bread, because that would be a complaint I'd get, soggy jelly bread. So I put the peanut butter on both sides, and I don't want any peanut butter in my jelly, so I'm going to use this other side to dig out some of this jelly. Again, I made the jelly and the peanut butter. Oh, that's a lot. I like a lot. Okay, I won't get too out of control though. I made the peanut butter and the jelly in my cooking blender, and so good. I'll tell you what, you guys, you can make this however you like. You guys, you can put honey in it if you like. You can make this an egg salad pocket sandwich. You can make this jelly need to be stirred up. You could make this a tuna fish little pocket sandwich, however, whatever you like. So I'm just gonna put it right in the middle there. Normally I would use sandwich bread for this, not the big wide ones, but this is what I had on hand. You're gonna make your sandwich. And then this is slightly curved right here, so it's a rocking motion to cut and seal it, okay? So you're gonna rock it. So I'm gonna just kind of center it, press down because I want it to cut, and then I'm rocking it back and forth until I've cut through the bread and sealed it. I'm close. And then you can just kind of tear this off. And again, this, actually this wasn't, you barely have scraps with the sandwich kind, but I would take this now. I got a tiny bit of peanut butter maybe on it, but I would cut this up, put it in the fridge, and make croutons out of a few of those if I had them, you know, for the day. So there it is, pop it out, and look how darn cute this little sandwich is. Do you not love that? So you could do this with any kind of filling you wanted. Okay, so we've got our sandwich. Now let's talk about some other things that go, because man cannot eat by bread alone, right? So we're not gonna just have a sandwich. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Let me show you a couple other tools. We're gonna talk a lot about this bento box, but if you were just taking a sandwich, we have some new silicone Ziploc bags, basically. There's 4 of them. This is the sandwich one. I like this because you're not going to tear your sandwich up trying to get it through this small little opening. So it opens the entire corner. So if you were doing a sandwich in here, my husband takes one of these every day, you can close it up like that and it keeps your sandwich from getting destroyed putting it in the bag. And then this is reusable, washable, dishwasher safe, all of that. So if you like, and the zip works so well. It's easy to close, and then you just pull it to open, like a little zipper pretty much. Anyway, we have a big one that's orange, and it's a gallon size. This is the sandwich size. We have another one this size that just opens at the top, and then a little snack size. Anyway, this is the sandwich one. Silicone, dishwasher safe. Okay, so we've got sandwich stuff under control. This is probably not a new tool to most of you, but I can't believe how many young mamas I meet that would like to get one of these, or that say, oh my gosh, my mom had one, I need to get one. I have had this one, you guys, no exaggeration, for 25 years, since my oldest daughter was a baby. This same one, and it has lasted so long. I love the Pampered Chef one that comes with, in fact, I had to buy this separate because back when I bought mine, they didn't come with it. Anyway, so that in the drawer, if it gets upside down, you're not gonna nick yourself. You just simply put this over the core and then you slice down. I love this. Sometimes the apples are a little cattywampus, so you just gotta center it. There we go. See? Now, something you could do if you wanted so that your apple doesn't get brown is you could just back the whole thing out of here very carefully. And you could just like put a rubber band around it or stick this apple into a bag like this, and it's going to reduce browning, right? Because it's staying together, but it's all cut. Or I've heard of people doing, I've never done this, but I've heard of people doing, they just remove the core, if I can do it. Let's see if it'll let me. Yeah, there we go. And then in place of the core, I have a little stowaway seed there. In place of the core, you put like peanut butter in there, and then stick that in a bag. The peanut butter kind of holds it together, and then you can enjoy the peanut butter while you eat it. I'm simply not going to care that it's brown. If it gets brown, you could also, you know, give these a quick little dip in some orange juice. That would keep them from going brown. Let me get a little knife. I'll just put those aside. I don't need them all. I need to get the seed out of that one. A little bit got stuck. Sometimes that happens. And then, so apple wedger. You know what I also use this for? When I have used the pineapple wedger with Pampered Chef, and you've got your pineapple, that the parts you're going to eat, you get these 2 halves, no core, 2 halves, no skin. I butt those up to each other so that it's a ring, and then I just center this so that 2 of the spokes are on the halfway mark where you butted those 2 up, and then down you go, and you have perfect pineapple spears. Absolutely perfect. It goes right through, easier than it goes through on an apple. So, apple wedger. Another tool is for lunches. Oh my gosh, you guys. Do you have this? We have come back and forth of having this in our catalog for years. I bought one years and years ago. It was flat across. Now it's got this rocking curve, and the way you cut with this is just in a rocking motion, but it makes a crinkle cut on your food. It's so clever. So here we have like a carrot. I already peeled it, and I'm just gonna cut the ends off, cut it in half, and then I just half it, put the flat side down, and then do a couple more cuts to make carrot spears. Look at this. On a veggie tray, it holds the dressing or the dip so well. Kids love it. It's like having a crinkle cut French fry. In fact, you could cut potatoes and make crinkle cut French fries with this. And I don't know if you're carrot people. When my kids were little, they're all grown now, but a couple, they're still kind of picky eaters. And the only vegetables it seemed like my kids would eat were cucumbers and carrots. So if I put some cucumbers and carrots in their lunch, I knew they were probably going to at least eat some of them. So if that's you, this makes it really fun. Here's a cucumber. I peeled stripes because that just kind of makes it fun. And then same thing, cucumbers are not as firm, so sometimes you got to make sure you're not going to mush it down. And then I'm just going to cut this in half for ease of use. And then I'm just going to make like cucumber chips. And I often will eat cucumber chips next to my sandwich for something crunchy, but, without having to have a potato chip. Although I'd really rather have a potato chip, right? So here we go. Again, they're going to hold the dip really good in a veggie tray, and they're just fun because there's stripes on the side. Now back to carrots real quick. These are kind of fun. I actually usually do the whole bag at once if I know I'm not using them for something else. But when you buy whole carrots, but usually the smallest is a 2-pound bag. Some stores sell a 1-pound bag, but they are half the price of baby carrots. Truly, it just takes me maybe 10 minutes to peel carrots and cut them up. You can go really fast once you get the hang of this. And this is not I've never cut myself on this, knock on wood, right? So this just makes it fun. These will stay for a very long time in the refrigerator. You can even put them in a little jar of water if you want. I usually just put mine in a Ziploc bag or in a cool and serve tray. I oftentimes will do that. So here's all of our components for lunch, you guys. And I've got some peelers. You know what? Let me just tell you about the peelers really quick. These are the set of peelers. I believe they're $17 for all 3. They come only in a set. We do have another vegetable peeler that's awesome. I think it's in the drawer probably, that I've had for years and years and years. But this set, along with some other choices, is your gift with purchase in August. So when you have an $80 purchase, you get to choose from some items, and one of those items is this set of 3 peelers. Now, one of the peelers just peels like normal, right? It's just a straight old peeler. One of them is called a serrated peeler, and it has little tiny teeth so that when you're trying to peel ginger, mangoes, something with a real waxy skin, some cucumbers, this will grab right onto it. Jicama's another one I use this for. It peels tough to peel foods, okay? And then the third one is a Julienne peeler. So this is gonna make your super skinny, see if I can get you to see those blades, super skinny little shoestring like carrots in a salad, or if you're wanting like maybe sweet potatoes in pasta, they're like pasta-like. You could do zucchini with this and make zoodles, angel hair zoodles, okay? So this set of 3 peelers is free with any $80 purchase in August. All right, you guys, here's our bento box. This is so stinking cute. The colors are cute enough, but neutral enough that anybody, I think, could enjoy this. It has this heavy-duty rubber band, basically, that just slips right on. It'll also work just on one. Like if you wanted to just take one, you could just put it on one. It'll keep that together too. So this has a lid, and it's best to open it from the side. The first time I tried to open one of these, it was actually really hard to open. I think because they're not completely leak-proof, but they're made to be airtight and pretty leak resistant, which I think is a nice feature, but it was hard to open at first. So if you choose to get these, you'll want to open it from the corner. And then the few times that you use it, it gets easier and easier to open. So one of them is a full compartment, okay? And these are dishwasher safe. This one is the divided compartment. So let's put this together, okay? So in the divided compartment, I'm gonna put a few of these cucumbers. I think even if you didn't take this as a lunchbox, this would be cute to keep in the fridge as just for snacks and things. So there's that, and then let's add these apples over here. And again, if you just want to toss the apples in a little orange juice, they will not get brown. So I've got some fresh fruits and veggies in this one. Pop that lid on there. And then in this one, the full one. Hi, Megan. Thanks for saying hi and joining me. This one here, I'm going to take my little homemade Uncrustable and put it in, and a little chocolate bar. That's going to go in this one. I wish that bento boxes were a thing, or I knew about them when my kids were little. I think they would have enjoyed this because they loved compartment things. They always liked those kind of plates, like we always called them TV dinner kind of plates when I was a kid, and they have each their own compartment. My kids love that. So here's the lid, but this is another little place to put stuff. So you can put your napkin in there. You could put a little love note in there. And then if this was a lunch for me and I needed a fork will actually go in there too. All just like that. So here we are. Now, this is not insulated. So if it's something that needs to be refrigerated, you would want to put this in a bag with a cold pack on the bottom or top, or a refrigerator. You can have this in the fridge. But, you know, for things like what we have in here, this would be fine just to be, you know, without any refrigeration for the morning. Think of the possibilities for you. If you take a lunch, what could you put in that large compartment? You could, I'm thinking I could put, and they're microwave safe, so I could put leftover dinner and microwave it. I could put a salad. I could put a bigger sandwich, right? And it's not going to get all mangled. It'll be good. In fact, I could probably put my veggies in the compartments, and then just my meat and cheese are on the sandwich, and then I could kind of assemble it once I got there so it was fresher that way. All kinds of ideas. I even think, like I said, just keeping this in the fridge full of the veggies and stuff would be super fun just to have an after school snack. There are some other after school snack ideas on my website, and I will link that in the comments above or in the text above so that you can go over and check that out. I'll also link where you could shop if you're looking for some fun tools like the crinkle cutter, the apple wedger, the scoop and spread, or a bento box. And if you're looking to do, I just posted that I made the peanut butter yesterday, and I just posted the video of making that peanut butter. If you're looking for some kitchen appliances that will really change the way you cook or change, speed up, save you money, all of that kind of thing, our blender is amazing. The peanut butter is what I made with it today. You could also do hummus. You can do cooked soups. You'll have to go check out the video. The blender's amazing. The best part is you save $100 just buying it this month, but if you gather friends for a fun party online, you can get it for under $100. That's the same for all of our appliances this month. Multi-cooker, the grill and griddle, the Flex Plus blender, immersion blender, and food processor, and our cooking blender, which is my favorite this week. So anyway, you guys, thank you for joining me. I hope I gave you some good ideas. I feel like I'm forgetting something. You know what I was gonna do, and I just realized I didn't get it out, is I was gonna make my own cheese sticks with the crinkle cutter. You just take a block of cheese, and this cuts it just like I cut the cucumbers and the carrots, and you can just cut it into strips and make your own cheese sticks. I think that would save you some money too. I'm just trying to think of ways to save money. I know in California all of our school lunches are free, But I'll tell you what, I worked in the schools the last 8 years joyfully, and a lot of kids got the free lunch, but I'll tell you what, I saw a lot of food go in the garbage, a real lot of food go in the garbage. And kids were still bringing their own lunch, but getting a hot lunch. And you want to make sure your kids are getting something good inside of them so they can think and do all the things their bodies need to do. So even just sending them with something you know they're going to love, even if they're getting a hot lunch, you can just do one of these and send them with some stuff you know they're going to eat, you know they're going to love. They're not going to be hungry before it's time to come home and then be grumpy all afternoon, right? So, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for joining me live. If you have any questions, send me a quick private message or even comment below. I'll try to catch those comments as they come in. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.